Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 3 of Up to You. I'm your host with a very special guest today.
Louis Capaldi.
Louis Capaldi. Yeah, someone said in my comments one time that Karlee looks like Louis Capaldi and she has not been able to let it go.
Just kidding. My name is Megan Trainor. Just kidding. My name's just Karlee.
At least you get like talented people. People say like, "Oh, you look like that one Indian guy I know in my life." And it'll just be like their pediatrician or local gas station guy.
The crazy thing is that people think that's like, what?
Crazy.
So teach thinks I have the speech impediment when I say my
No,
T's.
don't say that because now you're gonna make me look like an asshole.
All my friends
I
think
make
it.
fun of speech impediments. That's not true
just
at all.
me. Not speech impediment. It's just my speech impediment.
Yeah, but
It's also not a speech impediment.
it's not. It's just like when people say things like that, it's just like funny because like why?
So, for example, like, what's something you always make me say?
Say the green Chrysler came for me on Christmas and it makes me so crazy.
The green Chrysler came for me on Christmas and it makes me so crazy. I feel like I've heard other people talk like that.
Yeah, that's why it's funny. Like you're not the only one that I've heard do that.
You just
That's
only
funny.
make fun of me.
Correct.
Cool. All right.
Anyways, so you guys know the deal of the show. Karlee, are you sure you understand how this show works? Do you want me to mansplain it for you?
Is it up to you?
Okay, so the show is called Up to You. Can you guess why?
Because it's up.
Because it's up to you to determine the topics. So
Let's
do you
get
understand?
into it. I get it.
Can you recite it to me so I know that you know?
The Up to You podcast is so that it.
It's up to you, so that's why it's called Up to You.
Oh, okay. First question. I cannot.
Okay, so someone said, this guy I know tried to get with my whole friend group. What ate your thoughts? A crocodile? What
my
ate
immediate thought is that's. I don't know. Actually,
Is that Riz?
it's like kind of Riz. Like he really thought he could.
I was kidding.
Well, I was too, because listen, he really thought he could get with everyone in the friend group and they wouldn't talk and figure it out.
True.
So he really thought like, I'm the Rizzler. Like this is it. This is how I get all the girls. But really, all girls talk to each other.
Yeah, I think guys are oblivious to how much girls talk with each other. Because every girl is like, I'm just a girl's girl. And it's like, but really that's just code for you air out all your dirty laundry.
And
it's
clean
crazy,
laundry. I can't keep my damn mouth shut.
'cause-
My mouth
'cause-
is
'cause-
never... Like, I have to tell everyone everything. If the first time I meet someone, I have 100 things to tell them about myself.
So it's funny because I feel like guys have a reputation for being like locker room talk. We kiss and tell. No, not as much as girls, bro.
Girls be kissing and telling. Okay,
Girls.
I'm gonna say females be kissing and telling.
Females. It's crazy, bro. But yeah, guys are so oblivious to that because we don't talk to our friends every day. We're not constantly in the group chat like, hey, so give me the latest update on your life.
I only do that with my best friend. And that's because we're long distance best friends.
Okay, but do you get the point I'm trying to say?
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
If something remotely interesting happens, ow!
What?
Doja just bit my foot so
She's just
hard,
a baby.
bro.
She don't know.
Basically, if a girl came up to one of my guy friends, they wouldn't tell us about it, unless it was like way down the road and it just came up organically.
Just
but
like came up to them randomly or like in a weird...
both. Like if they had any kind of interaction with a girl, but if it was the other way around with a girl, I mean with girls, if a guy comes up to her and talks to her, she will let her entire social network know. Oh my god, this guy came up to me at the bar and was like, "Can I buy you a drink?" And I was like, "Ew, can you buy me a drink?" Ick. It's like, like it could be the most like normal, playful
You're right.
flirting, but
You're right. Okay.
that dude will get exposed.
Next question.
I think I need to turn you up a little bit, honestly.
Turn me up. Crody, turn me up.
Say hi, my name is Karlee and Mike Chrysler.
Hi, my name's Karlee and Mike Chrysler. Can you hear me, Crody? Crody, turn me up.
Yeah, I think just either, yeah.
I'm literally...
Or, I mean, look at the audio waves. Mine are bigger than yours.
Well, you were just talking way more.
Oh, excuse me.
Also, you have a deep voice. See, the louder I talk, it's not changing.
All right. Well, the point I'm trying to make is let's
go to the next one.
Yeah. This person said, my friend is mad at me and ghosted me because he thought I was flirting with his ex. So this is a guy talking about his guy friend. And his friend ghosted him.
I understand. I
was also just like explaining for my own sanity or the people's. You just think I'm mansplain.
So.
Do you get it? So basically.
I get it. I think that your friend needs to grow up. Were you flirting with the ex is the real question. You said your friend thought you were flirting with the ex.
The fact that he's even talking to her is weird. That's weird.
But what I agree I would agree with that. But what if they're like all in the same friend group?
No.
No, what?
No, it's.
What if they're all? I mean, it's
guess,
shitty
I
regardless.
Guess.
Like you don't want anyone talking to your ex. That just sucks, no matter what. But what if they're like all in this big friend group? Like, then
but
what?
I just feel like naturally though, like naturally you take your boy's side. So for you to immediately talk to the girl, that's like
maybe it's his sister. Oh wait, he was flirting with her. Never mind.
I mean, maybe for an Alabama, sure. Anything goes.
I think Doja's fur is on this microphone. It's stuck to me. Okay. I think your friend needs to grow up, and you should just tell him like I wasn't. And if he doesn't believe you, then he's not a good friend. The end.
Okay. Well, basically, yeah. See, it sounds vague. I think I want to change this to be more like people send like voicemails in explaining with more context.
Yeah, because there's 100 ways.
This could go in 100 ways.
Yeah. Because my immediate thought was like, he could have just like ran into her and been like, "Hey, I ran into your ex at the grocery store," and he's like, "Why are you flirting with my ex?"
Yeah, or like, yeah, maybe they're just out and someone let him know like, "Oh, I saw your boy talking to."
Yeah, they could have just ran into each other.
Fudge. True. This could go literally in any direction.
Either way, your friend needs to grow up. If you told him you weren't flirting with him, he needs to believe you, or he's not a good friend. No matter the situation.
Okay, next one. Someone said, my best friend got dumped by a guy who I dislike. Hate to see her sad, but thank God.
I've been there. I feel like I would just be there for her the best that you can, but don't talk bad about him because nobody likes talking bad about your... I don't know. I feel like in a breakup, like... Before I started dating Satish, like my breakups before that, I hate when people would be like, "Oh, I hate him." I'm like, "Well, I don't like yet." I mean, eventually you hate your ex, but like when it's fresh, I feel like you don't hate your ex. So to hear people talk shit about them like really sucks. So I feel like, I mean, unless he like cheated on you and did a horrible thing, then that changes the entire thing, and you can talk shit about him all you want. But I think you just need to be there for your friend. Let me guess. There's a hot take for guys.
No, I think it depends. Like sometimes it's like recently I had a friend who got out of a situationship with a girl, and I wasn't the biggest fan of her. And in the group chat, we were kind of just like laughing about it, being like, "Oh, like thank God." Like I don't know. Like
I would cry if someone
I feel
said
like
that to me.
a few of us were not huge fans of this girl, so it was kind of like. Damn, like, bro, I hate to see you sad, but to be honest, it seems like you dodged a bullet, so cheer up. Let's go, like,
okay,
have fun.
that
video games.
That I agree with. But I feel like right away when they get dumped, you just have to be there for them. A couple days later, at least for girls, this is, if you ever listen to the song Different for Girls by Dierks Bentley.
Dorks Bentley.
It might take a few days for them to reach that point also, but initially just be there for your friend.
Okay. Next one. This one's really juicy. Maybe, please make this anonymous, but I think I'm in love with my friend. I'm in love with my friend, Lewis.
Oh my God. Lewis, if you're watching this, I'll like be like, guess I don't know, but I'll like ask Satish like a lovey-dovey question. He's like, Lewis? I'm like, okay.
I'll like ask her throughout the day, like, what do you think Lewis is doing?
I'm like, I love you, Lewis, but I don't really care.
Don't talk about my love like that.
Did you get Lewis a Valentine?
No,
Satish got me flowers for Valentine's Day. What?
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Satish got me flowers for Valentine's Day, and they were beautiful, but they're the most poisonous flower to cats. So
I didn't know.
I didn't know either until I looked it up.
Yes.
I think we just need to start doing research like every time we buy flowers.
Yeah.
Because that was the first time you've ever done that. Before that, they've been fine. No,
Okay.
not the first time you got me flowers. No, the first
I
time
was
you
like,
got...
what the fuck?
No, the first time you got me poisonous flowers.
The first time I got her poisonous flowers. Guys, this is going to be the title of this episode. I bought her poisonous flowers. I almost poisoned her. That's what it's going to be called.
Okay.
It's going to be clickbaity as hell.
Super.
Getting used to this whole YouTube thing.
Okay, but he is the flower king. Like when we were doing long distance, Boston to San Diego, he would literally send me like these huge bouquets of flowers, and like it was. They
weren't huge. They were just flowers. I understand you're complimenting me, but I can't go on living this lie.
It's not a lie. They were beautiful and big.
Okay, but I was under the impression size didn't matter.
Okay.
So
anyway, back to this question. If you're in love with your friend, of course it's scary. Like if you think you'll ruin the relationship, that's just natural.
I feel like you shouldn't go for it.
I feel like you should.
Why? You go first.
YOLO.
You did not just say fucking YOLO in 2024. You just looked me in the eyes and said YOLO, unironically. You know what? I quit this podcast.
What's up, guys? This is Karlee. I'm your host, Louis Capaldi / Megan Trainer / Karlee Curtis. Wrong Louis.
We're talking about Louis.
This is my podcast now.
Okay. Continue, though. Why do you think this person should go for it?
Truthfully, like, I feel like, well, shit, it depends if you think they feel the same way. If you even have the smallest, like, feeling that they feel the same way, then I feel like go for it. If you have no idea, I don't know. Why not?
Why not? Because this shit isn't a Disney Channel movie or a rom-com.
Okay, I just finished Gossip Girl, and he thinks I relate everything in my life to Gossip Girl. Well, I watched it for the third time.
I just feel like, why risk it?
Because why not?
Because
you have a lot of friends.
Yeah, but you and me know better than anyone that like as you grow older.
Well, how old is this person, do you think?
I don't know, but like
that depends.
Even still, I mean, yeah, if you're in like high school or college. Shoot your shot.
But what if like you are 50 and you can't find love? So you just have to tell your friend.
If you and your friend are both single, you guys just like, how have you not like made that happen on your own accord? Like you guys don't want to like grow old together. Like you're already old. Just keep going. Like you're already at the finish line.
True.
You already have each other.
I say go for it. Teachers don't go for it. So.
But I want to elaborate more on why I say don't go for it. Because as you grow older, your friendships start. They don't diminish per se.
Your circle gets smaller.
Huh?
Your circle gets smaller.
Yeah, your circle is smaller. And I feel like the whole concept of... I talked about this a little bit in the last podcast, but friend zoning isn't a bad thing. I feel like when you get friend zoned, it's not necessarily saying like, oh, I don't like you, buzz off. It's just, I don't like you like that.
Buzz off.
Usually it's like, I don't like you like that, but I do value your friendship and you as a person. So I want to keep you around. So like, why would you want to? Because like, trust me, like as you get older, like I'm in my mid to late 20s already, mid 20s. I'm 26, but like those friendships of people that would actually like drop everything for you in an instant, like literally, like that circle is so much smaller,
and they keep getting smaller.
So
it depends on how old you are.
You might be risking losing a freaking real one.
But the other side of that is if they are a real one, they won't want to lose you even if they don't feel the same way.
Also,
they're going to be like, hey, I don't feel the same way, but you're my best friend. So, I mean, it'll be weird at first, but you'll get over it.
I don't think you should go for it. Bottom line, I don't think you should go for it.
And I think you should.
So that was very helpful for you.
Who do you believe? Please let us know which side you take. Mine or Satisha's.
This person said... What's on their mind is how the amount of effort they give into a relationship is never reciprocated.
Then they're not the right one.
Yeah.
It's that simple. I feel like that's something that people get a couple chances on. Like for Satisha and I, we were raised completely differently. So like some things that he expects as like effort and I expect as effort are very different, but we've made that clear of like also our love languages are completely different. Yeah. So we've made that clear on like, this is what I need and this is how you can fulfill that pretty much. Yeah. But if I would have immediately been like, oh, he's not doing this for me, like, bye. Like, that's not fair because I didn't give him a chance and he didn't know that I needed that. So I think that's what makes a relationship like mature. Yeah. Is being able to realize they just don't know better.
Yeah. And bottom line is that, like you were saying, like effort can mean completely different things to different people.
I mean, for us it does.
Yeah. And everyone says that communication is the biggest thing in a relationship. Yeah. And it's true because it might be on you it is on you and your partner, whoever, to let each other know like what your love language is. It sounds silly and like what effort means to you, because for us it's completely different. Like for me, effort is like more like words of affirmation. That means a lot to me. And for you, it's like acts of service and like doing things around the apartment and the house and errands, which I like I said, with the growing up in an Indian household, like I didn't have to worry about doing any chores or anything, just because like I was taught that like that's my mom's duty. So like effort means different things, and if you communicate that to your partner, then you guys can figure it out. And if at that point, if you're communicating that and they're just not putting in the effort you're expecting, then that might be
they're not
the problem. Yeah.
And honestly, it takes a couple tries. Like I feel like when Satish and I first moved in together, I'm like, why is he leaving his dishes in the sink? Why is he letting his laundry pile up? Like I couldn't understand like why he was doing that. And then we sat down and had the conversation and he was like, this is just the way that I was raised. Like my mom took care of all of that. And I was like, well, I'm not going to take care of all of that. So we need to find a way to figure this out. So we did.
But to be clear though, it wasn't even like I knew, like I'm not the type of guy to be like, oh, like the girl has to do everything.
Oh, no, not
but
at
like
all.
Even honestly,
you'll always
like,
help if I ask.
Yeah, like ever since I left for college, like I was always just like slacking on my laundry and dishes and keeping it clean, like
because you didn't have to growing up.
I was a slob because I didn't
ask Nate.
And
his friend Nate, every time I see him, he's like, is Satish as much as a slob as he was when we were roommates?
No,
No, he's actually very clean. He's a changed man.
Yeah, because we go to my buddy Nate's house and that shit gives me the ick.
Not Nate's bathroom, the other one.
Right, I know. It's funny because like my buddy Nate, it's like a very well put together 25-year-old, 26-year-old's room, but he's in a house with like a few other roommates who like collectively are not as clean. Much. Yeah, we love you guys, but Mick, fucking get it together, man. Jesus. I'm glad we're going to Mexico this weekend. I'm glad that I'm not bunking with you.
But they got their own room.
Yeah, we made sure get them out. Get him out. I also love Mick. I think I'm in love with Mick.
I also love all your friends. They're so sweet.
I think I get it.
Get what?
Like, you know how like girls like guys that they want to fix? Like, oh, I can change him. I can change Mick's cleanliness.
That's really mean, kind of.
Why is that mean?
Like, that's the only reason you love him? Like, you guys have been friends.
I mean, he has great hair and a great personality. He's so charismatic and has such wonderful bravado. And I think about him and he smells like the rain, but like...
Oh, my God.
What?
You've never said those things about me.
You don't smell like the rain. You smell like...
I probably smell like school. Litter. I smell like school.
So, yeah, Doja's litter. Like poo-poo.
Sometimes when I get home from work, Satisha's like, you smell like school.
You do smell like school.
I work at a preschool. I'm a preschool director. What do you expect?
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying that like you smell
like school. I don't stink. Do I?
I mean,
what the hell?
School doesn't smell like a good thing. What?
School smells like sweaty, like outside.
Yeah. You think that smells good, sweaty, and outside?
This is another issue that girls' perfume doesn't persevere through sweat.
No, it's because...
No, guys' cologne, Satish will put on cologne at 7 a.m. and at 5 p.m. I'm like, damn, he still smells good.
You want to know why?
Do you reply?
You want to know why? Huh?
Do you reapply?
No, I don't. I'm educated with my perfumes, and you're not.
Then get me a good perfume. You're letting me be.
Whoa! We're gonna open up a whole can of worms right here. I tried.
Give me one.
And you were
right
like,
now.
oh, so you don't like my smell? You think I'm smelly? You don't like my perfumes? And I was like, no, I'm well versed.
I was on my period
in fragrances.
I
was
remember.
well versed. I'm well versed in fragrances.
Okay.
For example, I know for a fact your perfume is water based. So when you sweat, that shit goes away. Me, on the other hand,
How do you
I get
know that?
oil-based colognes so that
Perfume.
it lasts longer. So
How do you know it's water based?
Because if it wasn't water-based, I would still smell it on you.
Then get me an oil based good one.
Here's the thing,
Please.
rule of thumb: if you get a water-based perfume, that thing's only gonna last like 2 to 4 hours if you're not sweating. If you're using an oil-based one, it's like 8 hours at least,
Please
depending
get
on.
me one.
I will.
Thank you. Let's go right now.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
You want to look for a eau de parfum,
I have that.
or maybe it's eau de toilette.
I literally have. It says eau de perfume. Do you want me to show you?
Oh, yeah, bring my YSL one too. We'll compare.
Mr. Wise.
Oh, come on. Don't do me like that. See? She just said I lied from the bathroom. Stop the cap.
I see. Mine says extrait de parfum.
Extrait.
It smells bomb. And
Yeah,
yours says
eau de parfum.
It smells so good though. You don't like this one?
It's also like no shade to that brand, but I've seen the prices for it, and it's that price for a reason. I'm just saying.
Well, actually, we don't need to go into a whole thing about perfume, but Lexi, every time I hugged Lexi, she smelled so good. So I was like, what perfume do you wear? And she got it for me, and it just doesn't stay on me.
Has it ever occurred to you that whenever you see her, she applies it right before?
She doesn't. I've asked her because that's what she like. She was like, no, this
Or
is so
maybe
good
she
it
puts
lasts
on a
all
lot.
day. I put on, this bottle is almost gone.
How much when did you get it?
In August. Okay, next topic. People don't care about perfume.
No, they should, because we need to talk about it, because if you're a guy, this is important. First of all, you don't need more than 3 sprays. You go wrist, neck.
I know you made a TikTok
That's
about
it.
it.
Yeah, but some people might not know about that.
I'm looking
Okay,
for a new
wrist,
perfume.
neck. That's the holy trinity right there. Anything more than that, you're doing too much, and you don't want to smell like a Dior Sauvage douchebag. Okay? And those colognes are strong for a reason. And they're pricey for a reason, because they last longer and they're very concentrated. So I'm not saying spend $300 on cologne. I'm just saying it's worth investing in. And me personally, I like to have a couple different colognes. I realize now I sound like a massive douchebag.
Should I get
but
the
I'm
Versace
already
one?
too in. I don't like Versace personally.
Vera Wang.
I like
Or this
Calvin
one.
Klein. Or does D&G have a fragrance?
How about Bella Vida?
Or Armani? Armani, I think, is the best cologne. Acqua di Gio.
Well, I'm a girl.
Yeah, they have women's fragrances.
Okay, I'll look after this. Okay,
Anyway.
next question.
How do we get down this rabbit hole?
Because I
You
smell.
smell like school.
Next question.
This is why this podcast is great.
Apparently it's up to Satish what we talk about.
You're going to hate this one because I hate it too. How do I get a white girlfriend as an Indian man?
Why did I see that coming?
First of all, you'd be so surprised how many times I've gotten like DMs, comments, or like things like that of like there's like a really weird culture of some brown guys putting white girls on a pedestal and being like, "Oh, my white princess, I must possess you." It's weird. It's weird.
I've seen people comment like, "How did bro pull a white girl?"
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
it's like
there's no explanation.
yeah.
Like I just liked you and you liked me too. It's like I don't know what to say.
Plus, you have to know what you're signing up for, okay? If you want to date a white girl, it's gonna be nonstop Gossip Girl, country music, the country music is enough right there. That's like
Okay.
It's an acquired
Your
taste.
stagecoach ticket just got withdrawn.
No, it won't, because your
Yes,
dad
it
loves
will.
me.
No, I'm gonna tell him not to give it to you.
Then I'll ask your mom. And your mom.
She already said no.
That's not true. Your mom is an absolute G, and she always stands up for me.
She does.
Which is amazing, because I'm not gonna like talk back or like try to out sass you in front of your parents, because that just comes across like super rude. But then your mom will be like, be nice to him, and I'm like, yeah. What do you say? I'm gonna chest bump your mom. Yeah. Let's go.
My parents do love you.
Yeah. I'm pretty awesome.
So what was coming with the white
You
family?
don't know what helps probably? That I smell good. That's like my biggest flex. I guarantee you, anyone who knows me, if you ask them how I smell, they'll be like, good. I never smell bad. What? What's so funny?
How does he smell? Good.
Good. I smell good all the time.
Most people smell good.
That's not true.
But some people smell great, like you.
True.
You always smell great.
Let's not get it twisted. No, not a lot of people smell bad, but not everyone like has a good smell.
Except for you.
Correct.
Okay. Not a lot of people have a big ass head, except for you.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
I meant you love yourself.
I do love myself.
Okay,
You wanna know why?
Oh my God,
Because
you
I
smell
had
good.
to.
Oh.
No. That also. Every day I wake up and I'm like, yeah.
Oh my God. Let's see.
Wait, no. Can we finish that question?
Well, what, do you have an answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Go
Stop being weird. Like, date someone who likes you for you, and you treat them nicely. Like, it's not like the fact that you're filtering girls based on their skin color is weird.
Yeah.
Don't
definitely.
do that.
It's really weird.
That makes you creepy, weird. And
creepy.
colorist. And nobody likes that.
Yeah. I agree. All right.
Except in India, because they pretty much built a whole movie empire based on that concept. But we don't have to talk about that today.
Okay. What's the most dramatic pose you strike regularly? No. Do it. The one you're always like, gotta be prepared at all times. We'll just be sitting on the couch watching like a chill movie. Like we're just relaxing. Maybe I have a glass of wine. We're chilling. And he's like, you gotta be ready at all times. That's it. That's your most dramatic pose.
Well, I mean, yeah, because you go.
That's
So
fine.
you gotta be prepared at all times. You never know when someone's gonna bust in the windows like SWAT.
You always tell
and
me
try
nobody
to-
can come through this door when I'm scared.
I don't think anyone's athletic enough, but if they're with SWAT, I'm saying like picture like this is like Call of Duty. Like
I'm
people
picturing
are, like,
the
roping
show
down from a
SWAT.
helicopter. Another one of your trash ass frontline shows. She strictly watches shows about frontline workers, which is like America awesome, but like
But I'm not like that.
it's like you know those like
like the Rookie,
those like low
SWAT,
budget ABC
Chicago Fire.
Chicago, anything with like a city name and then some kind of department. Miami Vice, CSI Hawaii,
That's,
Nebraska PD.
no, they wouldn't make one about Nebraska. One show I don't watch though is Cops. That's so fake.
See, you would know that. I don't even know that.
Anyway.
It's honestly crazy you don't like Call of Duty. I'm surprised. Like seriously, like I think you'd like that game.
I'm not a gamer girl.
Why?
I don't want to be.
Why?
I don't want to.
Why? Hold on. Is there a stigma around gamer girls?
No, I just don't want to be that.
Why?
For no reason except I don't want to.
I think you should give it a chance.
I did, and you lied to me on it and told me to jump out of the
I didn't-
helicopter. And you also told me that there was someone coming and I shot the air.
For context, I made a video a long time ago. It was like a TikTok of me teaching Karlee how to play Warzone. And you know the opening sequences. You're in a plane and you have to jump out to land where you want to land. I tell her once it starts flying, all right, you press X to jump, and you immediately pressed X.
I didn't know
and
where I was
like,
supposed
not
to jump.
yet.
He didn't tell me when. He just said when you want to jump, and I felt like jumping. And then I was just running through the little map, running around, and suddenly I hear him behind me. Babe, there's someone coming. So I went to move the controller, and I just started shooting at the air.
In the air and meleeing the ground. It was hilarious.
But then I got a kill.
She did. Someone got fried by her, and it was hilarious.
Okay, next question.
What is the best memory of your life?
Of my whole life?
Meeting me. And being like, wow, he smells so good.
Top 5. Honestly, I think the best memory of my life ever was walking into the hospital to meet my little sister when she was born.
Aww. That's actually really cute.
Because I was like 7, so I was old enough to like process it. So she was like a baby doll to me, but I remember like being super giddy, like walking, I'm going to cry, like walking down the hall knowing that like I was going to have a little sister.
Yeah.
And I was so excited. And now she's my best friend. So
true. It's because from that day you have a cutting board that's a picture of you holding your sister for the first time.
In the hospital, yeah.
Which is kind of a funny
thing to
put on a cutting board. But like,
it's like decoration, but we use it as a cutting
board. Oh, so cute.
It's like a cutting board that stays out on my parents' counter.
Just be prepared any moment. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was the best moment of my life.
I think that is a really cute moment. I mean, look how far you guys have come.
Yeah, we're besties.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to cry at her graduation?
I cried at her like 5th grade promotion. Yeah. She graduates next year, 2025, and even thinking about her going to college makes me sob.
Why?
Even when I like watch her play volleyball, sometimes I'm like, I cry. Like I just want to tear up because I'm just so proud of her. So if I feel that way about my little sister, I can't even imagine how I'm gonna feel when we have kids. I think I'm just gonna be crying all day every day.
You know what's so crazy? I actually think I'm gonna be worse than you.
I agree. I think you're gonna be the best dad.
I want to be a girl dad so bad.
Girl dad, girl dad.
Yeah, because we have to have girl dinner, and I get dad tax, obviously. So anytime I make them dino nuggets, I get a couple because of dad tax. Dino nuggets. And I'm going to throw the most fire tea parties you've ever seen.
Can they see Doja in her tunnel? She's asleep in it.
First of all, you just interrupted me.
Sorry.
Yo, if I did that to you.
You're right. I apologize. You're going to be the best dad ever, truly.
Thanks.
I believe it.
Papa.
Next question.
No, I didn't answer the question.
What was it? Oh, the best moment of your life.
Okay, I vividly remember this. I don't know why this is a core memory, but it is. The first time I went to India, I was like in the 1st grade or something like that. And we were flying. It was either whenever we would fly to India, it would be from Boston to Berlin and then Berlin to India. Those were always a layover because we always flew Lufthansa. Don't the German airline. And I have this memory of like it had to have been like 5-6 a.m. or something like that on the plane, and everyone's asleep, but there were like a couple windows open, and I had to like go use the bathroom, and I was like walking down the aisle feeling so small, and like I would like look out the window and just see like the cotton candy sky, like being in it. It was like purple and orange and red and yellow and just like that was like I don't even know how to describe it, but that was like the most like spiritual I ever felt at like especially at such a young age. I was like, wow, life is beautiful. And I'm like 6.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's really cute.
And I was like.
But I feel like you're always, as long as I've known you, been really good at like appreciating things like that.
True, but I definitely am. And
I think
pride
it
myself
must
on
have just
that
started
was
at
like
a
that
young
was like
age.
the first time.
Yeah.
I was like,
I love that about you.
I was like, damn, life is actually like really cool.
Yeah, life is cool. I like life.
I like this life.
This little life.
Stop it.
I think I like this little life. I think I like this little life.
You sure?
Oh, big stretchy.
She was like.
She's so
She's more of a bird
cute.
than a cat.
I think she's more of a dog than a cat. She plays fetch all day. All right, next question. Last question.
Last question. This was fun.
This is fun. Can I be on the podcast more?
I was gonna say, do you want to be a regular guest?
We could do like a relationship advice pod, or like a Q&A pod, or something else.
All right. Is cereal a soup?
That's the last question.
Yes.
Cereal is not a soup.
Why?
Because I think soup has to have broth, and milk is not broth.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
No, you're right.
by definition, probably, but by my definition, no. Because I'm not gonna put chicken broth in my cereal.
Sounds like something you would do though.
I don't even like chicken broth. I don't even like meat.
Did you know one time, like recently, I almost did that with I was making a smoothie.
Oh my god!
Because the almond milk container and a container of like chicken bone broth look exactly the same.
Stop.
So I just reached in and grabbed it. I opened it and I was like, right before putting it in the blender, I was like, oh my god.
Well, honestly, it's probably like if you would have put a little, you probably wouldn't have noticed, and you would have gotten some extra protein.
I feel like I would have though.
I feel like that's disgusting.
Yo, but putting broth in rice and letting it soak in it, so good, bro. I'm telling you guys, if you want to make the best rice ever, rice, obviously.
Well, the minute rice.
Yeah, minute rice, garlic salt, just a little bit of garlic salt because it's pretty OP. A little bit of turmeric and paprika and chicken broth.
Chicken bone broth, not just chicken broth.
And mix it, let it soak in, and oh my god.
Well, if you use the minute rice, you can just cook it in it, and then it'll soak it in itself.
That it's like it's so much flavor.
Delicious.
A little bit of a chef.
He is a little bit of a chef.
And I smell good.
Okay. We'll see you guys next time.
We'll see. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Karlee, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
This ain't no Avery Woods podcast.